from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how
My suggestion is that a Thomson player was pushed forcibly into the centre square at the half-back, and the ball was immediately given to Greg. Kick long inside forward 50 for Thomson. What a sensational start to the game. How often do you see it, Grubby?
Well,
ball not even bounced.
Not even bounced. Frosty Miller in the Dandenong Grand Final of 1971.
I've had it happen to me once in my lifetime, and it was a game at Paran. So it's interesting. Lucas Murphy's involved again, and I'm not too sure what's happening here. It's
the same again. He's given another free kick downfield.
So that's an interesting start. No, what's happened here?
The umpire. He's going to have to wait for the other umpire to tell him what's going on.
Yes,
I can tell you what's going on. Give it to number 18. It's his kick.
So Bowles it is, who has been given the ball at 35 metres out directly in front of goal. So that's a sensational start. And I see there's another East Geelong player, Jesse Mawson, will be looking... They're in East Geelong have adopted a devil-may-care attitude here. They're running at players right, left and centre. In the meantime, Bowles has missed the shot at goal. It is a behind. First score of the...
Long time, and East Geelong captain Ryan Coy was up and remonstrating with the umpire too then. So it's in East Geelong's hands now, and it will come out to Jesse Mawson in the back pocket from this kick in. So Mawson for East Geelong with the ball, wearing their away strip, so it's a bit hard to pick some of these players up when they're wearing these white jumpers. Come out looking for Bolton. Bolton flies for the ball. Underneath it, though, is White for Thomson. He picks up the ball. Back in the hands of East Geelong. Back in the hands of East Geelong, though. Coming through was Murphy. Met solidly on this centre wing. Thomson now get the ball out. Real scrappy play. Comes back to White. White chips short and finds the Thomson player there in Tom Mackay. Mackay looking for options. Forbes leads back to him and then turns his back, leads back again. Forbes, triple teamed Luke Forbes in that occasion. The ball will go out of bounds. Had a damn good year.
Yes, yeah, and interesting. Jesse Mawson on Forbes.
Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, it does. So ball out, comes in, comes off hands. Ricky O'Toole gets the ball. He hands it off to Robertson. Robertson kick into the middle, good long kick, and the mark taken there by that man Ryan Closter. Closter with the ball, drives forward, probably slipped the art of kicking, but goes nicely to Ryan Coy anyway, wearing the long sleeves. He kicks around, heading down forward there, looking for and finding Reece Cameron. Cameron, is he good enough? He gives a little chip back into the middle, finds Coy. Can he go round one? He can, goes across the face of goal, and that will be a minor score to the East Geelong side, so it's 1 point each of two.
Ball back into play. They've moved the ball pretty well there, Grubby, East Geelong.
They moved it beautifully, but the Thomson boys left the bloke sitting on his own on the half forward flank.
Yes, a long kick looking for and finding Greg at just forward of centre wing. Has, he's backward from the Thomson perspective. Has taken the mark, umpire paid it. He decides to go handball into the corridor. They're playing short with the Bruce. The short kick is not good for Thomson. Hasn't come off, and the ball stacks on the mill now on centre wing. And the umpire will move in, put the ball in the air. 3.5 minutes gone first quarter, a point apiece. As the umpire on true centre wing in front of the social club. Greg, clear tap down. Ricky O'Toole stole it. Taken by Menzies. He's immediately tackled. And umpire will
get up for 4 quarters.
And it's a long day. Greg gets the tap down. Goes to the advantage of East Geelong. Kicked quickly by Dylan O'Toole. Mark not taking that centre half forward. Thomson at ground level. Clear the ball, it's White, goes back towards a 1-on-4 in front of our broadcast position. The 4 is East Geelong, and it's flicked out along the ground to Ricky O'Toole. He goes along the boundary line. Mark taken comfortably by Voss for Thomson. Decide to chip it again, and looking for in this first quarter. 4.5 minutes gone, one behind a piece as Greg now tries to tap it down. McLeod in the pack there, he can't get hold of it. Picked up by Clark, little handball out. Gee, it's pretty tight in close. Greg to McLeod. McLeod doesn't take the handball clearly. Now we've got Stacks on the mill again.
Up goes the ball. Greg gets that one over Bowman. Comes off hands though, rove beautifully there by Robertson for East Geelong. Ball scrambled forward. Leading there in the race though is the Thomson player in White it is. He can't get the ball away by a group of players falling on the ball here. Probably 10 or 12 players all around the ball. Comes out, squirted out towards the East Geelong end. Again met heavily. I think again was Reece Cameron for East Geelong appeals for holding the ball against Thomson. The umpire's having none of it. And
I just wonder how long it will be before he actually does pay one of them.
Indeed. Comes up over the top, off hands. Ball comes out there to O'Donoghue for Thomson, and he will relieve pressure by sending it out of bounds.
There very much is.
Some passion in it, isn't there? So ball comes back in. Throw up a little bit short, but it goes on with it anyway. Comes off hands there, and again it was Reece Cameron who was getting to the ball. Coming across to Dylan O'Toole. By gee, he looks like Ricky, doesn't he? Cameron again involved. East Geelong pick up the ball via Chalice. Chalice makes some space and finds Bolton at true centre-half forward. Bolton now drives long. It's a 2-on-1 contest again. Coming down the back. Oh, good solid mark to East Geelong down there. Was that Chamberlain or was it Closter that has taken that mark in the long sleeve jumper?
Looks like Closter. I
think it might be Closter.
Wanted the long sleeve.
Closter it is. Ryan Closter, strong mark right in the pocket.
Well, I don't think Chamberlain's playing, is he?
No.
Not Chamberlain, I meant Primke, sorry.
I don't think it could be him.
I mean, Primke was the one that was in my head and it didn't come out that way. So Closter with the ball, only about 10 metres out from goal, but on the most acute angles. If he's good enough, he will put it through. He's dropped it funnily onto the boot, but I think it was good enough.
The goal square decides to go straight down the middle. It's to Bowles. Bowles takes the mark at centre-half back. Now he's got players loose, and there's Clark on the centre wing. The ball quickly towards half forward. Oh, up high there for East Geelong was Lachlan. He can't take the footy. As a Vetter through, can't pick it up. Just almost Thomson kicking to the eastern end in this first quarter. Good, comes down to Mitchell. Mitchell off the left foot, goes towards the full forward. Mawson over to O'Toole by hand. East Geelong, O'Toole, that was unlike him. Douglas intercepted the kick there. Off hands, it comes to McLeod. McLeod, there's a contest in the forward pocket. Luke Forbes was one of them, and Mawson, and Forbes does the spoiling. Ball out of bounds, adjacent to the behind post. Opportunity here for Thomson. 8.5 minutes gone first quarter, and a very tight quarter at that. In front, Grigg gets the ball down, comes out to Clark. He hooks around the body. He's also missed to the right-hand side.
Toole with the ball, looking to bring it back into play. He's going to go out wide. He ignores a lead from Bolton and goes long. Oh, he's gone to a 2-on-3 competition, and over the top comes Brett McLeod with a very, very strong mark at true centre-half forward position. McLeod, short kick to a lead that was given there and presented from Grigg. So Grigg will probably take a shot, I would suggest, from about 30 metres out, 35 perhaps. He's seen a short kick, loose players everywhere, and that would be Jacob Clark, I think, down there, is it? Has taken that mark.
Clark or Douglas, I reckon, one of the two.
Bobby Douglas.
Certainly just drifted into the...
He did, just drifted in, and it was a very poor defence on behalf of the East Geelong side. So it is Douglas, I think, who's coming in now. Drops the ball on his boot. Goal umpire doesn't move this time, and that will be the first major score of the day. Thomson...
Umpire puts it in the air once again. Bowles now doing the ruck work. Wins the tap for Thomson. Picked up there by McLeod. Goes towards half forward. Almost a good mark there for Clark. Can't hold on to it. Now East Geelong try to mop up the damage at half back. There's a whistle on play. Advantage paid. Goes to East Geelong come forward. I think that was...
down the ground.
So no free kick paid.
Popel was taken pretty...
So the player who opened up, I was trying to find, was Chalice, who got away from the pack there. The ball off the hands of the pack came to McLeod. Now East Geelong at ground level. That's probably out of bounds, although I thought we were pretty close to the line. Gee, I'll tell you what, that ball is pretty hard and pretty tough. The ball, I reckon it was be right.
Yeah, I'll get me binoculars for you if you want. Right out loud.
So the ball thrown in, lovely tap down to Coy Ryan. He can't control it. Comes to Chalice, round the body towards leading straight up the middle of the ground was Lucas Murphy, and he seems to have settled since the first couple of minutes, and now has his first deliberate shot at goal. Man on the mark, 35, 40 metres out, directly in front. Distance shouldn't be a problem for Murphy here. Moves in, very deliberate. It's not a bad looking kick off the boot, and the goal umpire has not moved until now. He puts the two hands.
Goals, it could be 5 goals in the game. It's that tight. Up they go again. Ball that came down from Bolton, but it was roved there by by Mackay. He gets the ball forward for Thomson on the 50-metre arc. Mopped up and defended there, though, I think, by Bowman. He will bring the ball out wide. Good mark up the wing from the East Geelong player. Coy giving him some options in the middle, as is Closter. Doesn't know which way to go. Goes up the wing now. For East Geelong, intercepted. It was probably the wrong call. The Thomson player intercepted it, and the ball will go out of bounds on the outer side of the ground. Godfrey
He didn't toss. He didn't, turn it up.
hit the boundary, Teddy. Comes over the back. Closter does the roving for what was a fairly poor throw-in. Probably should have come back. Heading, looking for Murphy. He's wrestled to the ground, though. Does best of the recovery, though, of each of the two and dives in under it. Puts his body in hard, Murphy. Gets a delivery off. Finds their Power, Jeremy Power. His handball is intercepted, though, by the Thomson player. He drives long, looking for Forbes. Goes under it, worked under it nicely there. Picked up, though, off hands, and it's a 3-on-1 contest again. Off hands there, looking for and finding his brother in Marcus, but East Geelong have the numbers and will bring it out, and it will come to Brad Coy.
That's a good mark.
Brad Coy, not play on, not advantage, says the umpire, so the ball will come back to Brad Coy, right in front of the commentary position here. So Coy gives a little give off to Chalice, who'll use his run. He drives the ball into the centre and goes out to the far side of the ground. Ververs, I think that might be, or possibly roughly tackled into the back. No, it was Robertson, in fact. Robertson gets the ball. It comes out, though, to Mitchell. Mitchell for Thomson. Ball driven forward, looking for Forbes. Forbes can't quite take the mark. Wright worked in under the ball. Kick off the ground there by the East Geelong player. Comes back in. Comes off hands and picked up by Josh Bowman. He will drive a poor kick forward, but it does the job. Gets it over centre. Intercepted by Thomson. Brings back forward, and that was in the hands of Jack O'Donoghue. Ball comes off hands there. Jacob Clark with the ball. Gives the handball out wide. Goes long to... Is that the first one for the day for him? Is that the ground?
So the ball up again. Bowles, beaten on that occasion by Bolton. Comes to ground. Mackay does well. Gets it to O'Donoghue. Goes out looking for Mitchell. He's punched away from him by Bowman, Josh, and towards half forward. But they're falling down across half forward at the moment, the East Geelong side. Probably as are Thomson. Bowman, nowhere to go. Finds Chalice. Hooks it back inboard. Finds Primke. Probably lucky to still be on the ground in my view. Primke now, long kick towards half forward, or Closter up before acceptances. Voss, mark should have been paid, surely.
He's paid it.
So it was a good mark. He reached tall as he handballs, and they continue. They're playing on at all costs. Thomson towards the middle of the ground. Grigg almost, second attempt, uses a bit of strength. Mitchell immediately tackled, gets a handball clear. Now get it open to McLeod. McLeod now towards half forward. 3-on-1. Oh, Forbes almost could have been paid to mark. Wasn't two. The ball now at ground level. Warland again picks it up. Goes goalwards. It's another lovely looking kick, Matty Warland, and he's kicked his second. And
ball back in the middle. Up we go. Again, Bolton probably wins the best of that one down. Comes off hands to Brett McLeod. He deliver a ball out wide and find Hodgson, I think that might have been. Ball comes around now into the half-forward line, but East Geelong players are plenty there. Ball picked up there by, I think that might have been Bowman again, and he will deliver the ball out and find Brad Coy deep in the half-back flank. Comes in and finds Primke. Primke gets the ball. He'll deliver it into the middle, and he will find... Robertson, true centre-half back position, takes the ball out wide to the Godfrey Street side again. And out there is a strong mark to Josh Bowman. I think that might be far out on the outer side of the ground. Long kick, drives it in forward. Looking for and not finding Closter. He can't bring the ball to ground. Relieved though, pressure relief was that Fox that relieved the ball and takes it out wide, and it will probably run out of bounds on the outer side of the ground.
But that doesn't tell the story. They've probably only got two inside 20s.
Yep,
so
indeed.
Thrown in, centre wing, kick out of the pack for East Geelong towards half forward. Thomson with the numbers. Goes back to Grigg. Grigg now back into the middle of the ground. Oh, leading up strongly from half forward there was Clark. Takes the mark, goes wide. Immediately tackled. And
so that's
Primke again. And that's not the first net. Umpires, they'll need to...
he's going to do something, this boy. He's not happy with that. He's running to Primke now. Son, use your brain.
In the meantime, Johnny Mitchell, advantage part.
East Geelong need to get a wriggle on here, but Grigg will get the tap down and then do his own roving. Scrubby kick off the ground. Goes forward looking for Mitchell. He can't get to the ball though. Picked up there and chased by White. Can he get hold of the possession? Knocked forward. Out there was Mackay. Oh, good tackle by Brett McLeod to East Geelong, but out of bounds and the boundary line to him.
Boundary might have saved him, I think.
Yep, ball comes in. Bolton slaps that in against John Mitchell, so it wasn't a great deal of competition in that case. And tied up is the East Geelong player and the Commonwealth Hotel as the ball goes up again. Bolton once again gets the tap down. Comes off hands there, picked up by Harmer. I think that might have been on the outer side of the ground, works up towards the wing. Umpire's picked a free kick out, and it will go to Thomson.
Chop the arms.
And Grigg will have the ball. Far wing, deep out in the far wing, and he will bring the ball in and find Voss. Voss is going to switch play all the way across the ground to this side. Comes off hands there and picked up by Hodgson again. He drives the ball forward looking for Forbes. 2 on 3. Forbes gives a clever tap over the top, but is it to the advantage of his players? 2 East Geelong players there, and it will be the end.
So, once again, the ball thrown in. Bolton gets a good tap down. Handball comes away for East Geelong. Can they clear it? They can through Popel. Goes towards half forward. Sitting behind the
held him out nicely.
And Grigg again takes a comfortable mark. Just chips it over the top. Has found a teammate in White. White now. Not too sure where to go. Chips it short. Found Wallen just onto the ground through the interchange. So East Geelong defending solidly here. There's the lead come from Forbes, and terrific work by Morse. He got themselves to blame, East. If this is the attitude they're going to adopt it, they don't deserve to play finals. That's my attitude. Because they're targeting players, and that's not footy, as they've brought the ball back towards centre wing, and Brad Coy has taken a mark there in front of Brent McLeod. They're just backward of centre. East Geelong.
It's got nowhere to go.
So they're defending pretty well. Thomson at this point back into the corridor. Big pack of players there. Mark in front, East Geelong surely. It is. It's Robertson. Robertson now back from where the ball has just come. He's gone looking for Ricky O'Toole. They're playing kick to kick across half back. O'Toole now, a short kick has found Ryan Coy. Coy now goes to the lead of Primke. He'll earn that if he gets it. He doesn't take the mark. Has picked up Hodgson. Handball under pressure. Can't get away with it. Now the ball at ground level. Oh, that's a high tackle on White. And that's by Cameron. And there's certainly a lack of discipline at the moment in this East Geelong side, as White now just chips it to the middle. Mitchell, now he's got players running complete length from the back line as Atkinson takes the mark. The left foot pass goes to Forbes, and this time he's got on this.
Oh, there's one behind the play too.
Who was that? That was Jacob Nolan. Now that's an absolute disgrace.
That was on Warland, I think.
It was, and just an absolute disgrace. I can't describe it any better than that. Lucas Forbes now going for his first kick. It's a lovely looking kick off the boot.
That's a great kick.
It's a magnificent goal, and Luke Forbes has kicked his first.
Ball back in the middle. Up they go. Ball was won there by Bowles this time, who's gone into the middle. Comes off hands, and it was Tom Mackay who's got the ball. Ball is rushed, I think, out to the outer boundary line, and it will be thrown in into the Bowles-Grigg combination. Has probably just got the edge on him, I would suggest.
Yes.
In it comes. Over the top was Primke.
Oh, yeah,
but has run off hands off. Forbes is going to run onto this. He could run on and kick his second here if the ball comes off well. Spilled out. It's spilled all the way into the far pocket now. Coy puts his body in hard and gets the ball. Really well done. Gives it to Chalice. He takes a run. Gives a handball over the top. Going to keep it in play. Yes, they are, East Geelong. They're going to keep it in play, but intercepted by the Thomson player in Sean O'Neill. So Sean O'Neill, centre wing, right in front of the commentary position. Umpire calls for him to go on, and he does. Comes over the back, and the mark is taken by Marcus Forbes. Forbes goes long, looking for the brother. Again, 2-on-1 off the back, and taken away there by Jesse Mawson, who is his direct player. Ball's picked up. Oh, it's high tackle there, and a free kick should be played, and it is to Josh Bowman. Jess Bowman, is it? Josh Bowman with the ball. So Bowman, half-back position, brings it out to the clubroom side of the ground and finds Closter working hard to get to the ball. Got a loose player up the wing. They've got to move it quickly, and that is Popel. He will take a mark right in front of the commentary position here, but still across half-back. Ball is chipped in and finds Jacob Nolan. And again, Nolan haven't got a lot to kick to, so he'll come short and look for Dylan O'Toole. At the umpire with Chris Yeo. He goes forward looking for White. but the boundary line will beat both pocket. Ball comes in. Picked up by the Thomson player there in Chris Scott, but spilled forward to the centre of the ground anyway. Oh, met heavily, well challenged by the East Geelong player. Comes off hands. Bolton underneath the ball, trying to get it out. Big pack of players forming here. And the umpire
just outside forward 54 Thomson. Ball in there, big pack of players. Bowles up high, doesn't take the ball though. Ball comes to ground level. At ground level, Thomson. They get clear. That time through Douglas towards. Oh, magnificent mark, Luke Forbes, as Ryan Coy has come in and tried to antagonise him. And I tell you what, this will erupt as Marcus Forbes is also in there. And umpires will need to keep a very close eye on activities here. Luke Forbes has kicked one, taken a mark 30 metres out directly in front. East Geelong players certainly having plenty to say to him. He moves in. It's not a bad looking kick off the boot. In fact, it's a pretty good kick right through the middle. That's goal number 2 to Luke Forbes.
He does kick 100, Luke Forbes. I'm running out in the ground. I don't know about you, blokes, but I'm running out.
Ball goes up and one down by Grigg. Comes off hands, but the siren will beat everybody. And that score will be the first quarter score. 6-2, 38 Thomson. 1 goal, 2-8 to East Geelong. That was on the commentary. Up they go into the middle. Bolton over the top will get the tap down, but it'll be White who will be underneath it for Thomson. Group of players fall on the ball, does not come clear. Clark in there trying to get the ball free, as was White once again. Real tough footy in there. Bolton comes down, falls on the ball. Oh, look, there's about 7 or 8 players just laying across the footy. And the ball will finally be thrown up.
What's he talking about?
I was trying to tidy it up because what I had in my mind wasn't really good. Comes off back, comes from half back. Thompson picks up the ball. Leading in the race though, here is Primke.
Keep your eye on the ball,
Closter, I should say. Closter gets the ball in the long sleeve jumper. Gets a delivery back to Ricky O'Toole. He'll go round one, gives a handball. Finds it to Dylan. Dylan O'Toole in a bit of strife, but he gets round it and kicks long. Looking for Coy, but going back is Atkinson and McLeod.
He did that well, young O'Toole, didn't he?
Atkinson provides the shepherd for McLeod, allow him to get to the ball, and will come in find White. White for Thomson. He brings the ball out and finds Sean O'Neill. Deep in the back pocket. Needs to get the ball away, looking for an option. Grigg heading towards the boundary line is going to be his option. He's going to go longer and he's going to find White. Comes off hands. Douglas, I think, with the ball. He gets the ball forward now. Coming out to meet it is the Thomson player who has shrugged off the ball, which was Tom Mackay. Got the ball away to Douglas, and he probably could have run on with it. But the umpire has brought the ball back to Tom Mackay.
Just too many high tackles.
Yeah. So Mackay, Douglas ran forward and got the ball, finds it to Stephen McLeod. Great kick and great lead to Luke Forbes, so really well done there, and the defence from East Geelong was poor on that occasion. Mawson just couldn't keep with the fast lead of Forbes. But the fact that Douglas was in that contest and then he went forward and was allowed to drift forward and be that first kick was
a bit
painful
of
for
feeling.
us.
Mawson's having words with someone in the crowd, which is interesting.
So Forbes comes in. He's about 50 metres out here. He's probably pulled that one across the face of goals. Yes, he has. It will be rushed off hand.
So ball thrown in deep in the forward pocket for Thomson. No ruckman gets a hand on the footy. It's at ground level. Paddle towards the boundary, and we'll have run in once again. Still in the forward pocket. 2 East Geelong players went for the ruck tap out. It goes back towards the 50-metre arc. McLeod was edged out of it for Thomson, but still able to put a contest on there. It's come out to Brad Coy. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. Now O'Toole. He's clear. Long kick over the centre. Numbers there with Thomson. They in front, but good work there from Chalice for East Geelong. Gets it to Closter. Closter now has a bounce. He's tackled, eludes a tackle, gets inside 50, goes goalwards with a long kick. Has missed to the left hand. 3-9. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard. Almost 4 minutes gone.
Ball brought back in on a short kick to Steve McLeod deep in the pocket. He will come out then and find Atkinson. Atkinson, 50 metres out. Trying to find an option come forward, and he will in the way of Grigg. Grigg now will drive the ball up to the half-forward flank looking for Murphy. One out. Oh, good bit of work there by Murphy using his body. Bowman probably should have run onto that a little bit easier. Picked up there by Tom Mackay, and as Grubby said, good tackle from Lucas Murphy.
I know Jason would have a go at me, but they're doing a good job, these umpires, Eric.
Murphy brings the ball back down, finds Ricky O'Toole. Little chip kick over the top for East Geelong, comes out. He was looking for and finding Dylan O'Toole. He's knocked off the ball. We're right on the boundary line here, right in front. Up goes the players, thought it was a ball in. They'd all run 25 metres inside the ground. Came off hands. Good little work there by Robertson. Gets the kick forward, but intercepted back there by Sean O'Neill. O'Neill comes off hands to White. Ball comes to Murphy. He turns on a dime, goes long, but Atkinson's going to run back. Good defence by Atkinson, and that will be a 1-4 to 6-2 here in the just after 5 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So McLeod to McLeod. It's Brent to his cousin. Now towards centre wing. Up high was Hodgson. Can't take them. Just slightly forward of centre for East Geelong. Kicking to the eastern end in this quarter. Good throw in on this occasion. Handball came to Ricky O'Toole. Round the body. Kicks towards centre half forward. Murphy, he's also got 2 to beat there. It comes to ground level. And that was Stephen McLeod. Goes towards the half forward area. Oh, good bounce. It's gone into the arms there of Menzies. He's streaming away inside 50. Goes goalwards and magnificent effort at.
So ball comes back into play via Jesse Mawson. Short chip kick finding Primke deep in the back pocket for East Geelong. He holds the ball up now, drives it up towards true centre half back. 1-on-2 again. Douglas for Thomson gets the ball, spins out of the pack and goes backwards to McLeod. He gets a little short chip kick over the top, but Murphy will lead in the race for the ball there. Oh, good work by Clark. Clark drives the ball long. It's a 1-on-1 contest. Oh, Forbes can't take the mark. Mawson mops up. He brings it out to the near side of the ground and he will find Ricky O'Toole. That probably could have been number 98 for Mr. Forbes if he had been able to take a relatively simple chess mark.
It would have been.
He brings the ball back into play now and finds Bowman for East Geelong. Bowman at true centre half back position. Looking for options. Comes wide out to the commentary position. They're being pretty indirect, looking for Dylan O'Toole. At Godfrey Street.
So 7 minutes tick by now in this all-important second quarter. Ball thrown in front of our broadcast position. Bowles, neither ruckman got a touch on it. Bowles, second effort, very good. At ground level now, Thomson do well, although Popel with pace gets hold of the footy, but Mitchell for Thomson grabs it closer to the social club. Ricky O'Toole and Stephen McLeod exchanging pleasantries. Ball, the tap down came to Mitchell for Thomson. Quick kick towards half forward. Oh, robbed the ball. That was Clark. Robbed it from the contest. 1-4-10 East. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes gone.
Ball back in and it came to Primke, who's going to deliver the ball long down the flank, but intercepted out there, I think, by, was that Douglas out there or was it Clark again? They look very similar with those headbands on. Looking for options. He sees Bowles standing at true centre half forward and brings it in. He goes back almost to the centre of the ground. Oh, his handball to McLeod was terrible, but McLeod was crunched. Probably deserved a free kick for that one, I reckon. How as he throws the ball straight up almost before McLeod had even cleared the deck. Comes off hands. He's in under it again. Oh, it's tough work again by Brett McLeod. He brings the ball out wide, but Chalice is the man there. Oh, if he could have got that, they were away. There was a break on, but ball dragged back in. Strong defence. Murphy coming a long way up at the ground, playing a part in that one. Mitchell in there. Again, a group of players over the ball. The umpire's got to do something. He's letting it go a bit too long, I reckon. Quicker, but in they go. Over the top comes Bowman. Oh, this is an opportunity. Comes off hands now. Gets the ball away. East Geelong looking for... Oh, tackle. Dylan O'Toole, I think that might have been. It was on the end of a very strong tackle. Thomson will leave the play up, but Robertson is back there if he can get control of it. He can. Little handball. Little give off there to Reece Cameron. Ball comes in. Oh, he didn't do it well, Cameron. Robertson has to come back in and try and clean up, as does Bolton. Oh, interception again by Menzies. He comes away, streaming away. Down to a 1-on-1 1-on-2 contest.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Down to a 1-on-2 contest, and Forbes will take the mark. He's probably 45 metres out. I reckon he might have got a little knee in the back for that one.
He got a big knee in the back. Mind you, all fair going for the mark.
Oh, yeah, that one was in the contest, no doubt about it. So when he comes, he's going to kick from probably about 35 to 40 metres out from goal. Lovely kick. He's drawn that one a little bit too far, though, and that will go once again for a minor score. They will go to 6-5.
Kicking on this occasion. Goes to the southern side. Up high, Wallen from the behind. Goes for the spoil. And Tom's boundary umpire now will bring the ball back into play. 10.5 minutes gone in the quarter. Bruckman gets the ball down to Mitchell again. Handball back to Mackay. Mackay off the left foot goes towards full forward. East Geelong players converge at ground level. It was all Thomson. Oh, Douglas luckily spun at the last moment, and he also has gone goalwards. And 1 goal, 4-10 East. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was, but Reece Cameron should have wrapped him up and tackled him. Then he just tried to ground him and hit him too hard.
Ball's cut back into play, and Lachlan has the ball for East Geelong in the back pocket. Drives it up towards the flank, looking for and finding Bolton, who took one mark, then laid down before he took the other one. He played on immediately, gives it to Cameron. He drives a long barrel forward, looking for Closter. Oh, that was a really, really big kick of the footy, but the Thomson blokes are equal to it. Comes back there, it was found by Fox. He goes back into the middle to Atkinson. He's at full-back position now, drives it up towards looking for Bowles at the centre-half-back position. Can he clean up his own work? He can. Then gives off to McLeod. He goes out wider again to Clark. Clark drives it up the wing, looking for Stephen McLeod. Off hands, East Geelong players are the better for it. Brad Coy in there, he can't get it away. Ball came out here, and Jeremy Power with the ball for East Geelong. Tapped onto McLeod again. Brett McLeod is just a ball magnet out there, probably taken high. Yes, he was. Little bit of to do after the ball. Is it a 50? No, it's not. Yes, it is. I thought it might have been.
Yeah, Closter again. Closter's, he's had the angry pills too, I think.
Yeah, a couple of the long sleeve jumpers, the two boys in the long sleeve jumpers.
Yeah.
Must be something in the fabric, I think.
Well, it's
But that's exactly what you said there, Grubby. If they're going to play tough, you got to do it fairly.
Well, I thought they'd put that rubbish away, because that's the first incident we've had, and we've gone a few minutes now, and I thought they'd put it back in the cupboard, but that was... Yeah, he might have been a little bit stiff then. It was after the incident, and it's cost him another 50, though. You can't afford that.
So Brett McLeod looking for options, and none were finding, but he comes in forward there and he finds Tom Mackay.
Peter realised Mackay was out in the clear. He could have kept going.
Yeah, and then he's gone himself backwards, isn't he? So he's 50 metres out from goal, Tom Mackay.
Like, the worst thing is, you've given a 50 to one of the best players, the best deliverers of a football around, who can find someone, like a needle in a haystack. So it's really cost him badly.
So Tom Mackay now, lining up from outside 50. Be a good kick for him from that distance. Kicks through it. Forbes leading out there, but there's four East Geelong players come back, and one of them is Bowman, and he will take the mark. So that was a 4-on-1 contest to keep the ball away from Luke Forbes.
So across the face of goal, Bowman, and finds a teammate in the back pocket. So they're just retaining possession now, East. They need to go forward and... kick goals. They decided to go where?
He doesn't know where to go.
Mawson it is. He's a little bit of airy-fairy there. A little short chip has found teammate again on half-back. They're still inside defensive 50 East. They need to get forward, and that's a better-looking kick looking for Bolton. He can't get the mark. Back of the pack, Dylan O'Toole. Immediately tackled. Gets a handball clear. Ground level, Thomson doing very well. Their recovery's good. Menzies again. Chip right across the face of the goal. Good work there for Thomson. And Mitchell can't get the handball clear. He tried very hard, and the player was loose. White was out. Now he gets it. White over the top to Douglas. Douglas running into the open goal, and this time I think he's kicked it. So Douglas has had a few.
Well,
back into the middle of the ground it comes. Bolton working really well into the contest for East Geelong. Gets this tap down again. Came to Cameron. Closter underneath the ball. He tries to get it away. Tackled, met hard. Grigg in there using his body well. Gets the ball out over the top again to that man Douglas. The thief. He goes forward now. East Geelong though better for the work. It comes off the back, but off the back there was Marcus Forbes. He can't get the ball away. O'Toole, did he have the ball? Probably didn't. Comes off hands to the Thomson player. Who was that there? That might have been Luke. Was it underneath it? Luke Forbes underneath the play. Comes off hands. Finds Marcus Forbes. He kicks across his body. Goes forward. Good mark. So that's good. That's Luke. That's Luke Forbes, who ran out of that contest that I just called.
In the goal
Popped into the goal square. Pencil it in, boys. This will be his third goal. We just on the 16-minute mark of the quarter, and it will be his 98th for the season. So 4 formalities to make the ink in the book stick. Forbes comes in and through it goes, and he will kick that goal. Thomson will go to 8 goals, 6-54. East Geelong 1-4-10 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, and it almost got that feeling of no doubt that scoreboard's going to be for good use, I reckon, Grubby.
Yeah, I don't think there's much doubt he'll kick his 100 now. But, as we said, we weren't quite sure if there was a win factor here, but Thomson have gone into their forward 56 times to 4 in this quarter, and so I don't think, even if there is, it's not going to matter much here at the moment. Inside 50s, and again, no inside 20s.
So the ball in the middle, tap down from Grigg to McLeod. McLeod's immediately tackled, ball spills out, but at ground level again, Thomson working really hard as Menzies picks it up, handball over the top to McLeod, who's run on, dropped a boot, I think, somewhere in the transition there. Handball to White, and gone bang once again. All too easy for Thomson on that occasion.
Into the middle once again. Nearly 17.5 minutes gone. One down that time again by Grigg. Oh, heavily met. He was in the contest. Comes off hands. White gets the ball out the back. Comes off hands there again, and looking for was Warland in there doing some tough work underneath, and they're just better and harder at the ball than for them. They need to capitalise. Up goes the ball. Grigg, though, he will get the tap down. Cameron tries to take the ball through the contest and can't. Murphy in underneath gets a little kick out, but it doesn't go far enough. Thomson players falling all over the ball. The umpire's going to have to ball it up once.
Running out of you.
So on centre wing, Grigg again gets the tap down. Menzies attempts to run under it, beaten on that occasion by Bowman. Bowman, the long left foot towards half forward. Atkinson leads his opponent in the race for the footy, but the boundary forward flank for East Geelong, kicking to the eastern end of Godfrey Street. McLeod through the bottom of the pack, gets a handball to Menzies. Brilliant pace and a great pass. Now that's got to be a free kick, umpire, surely.
Yeah, he's paid it.
Can't hear the whistle.
Yeah,
so Menzies, handball to Mackay. Mackay now, the lead there is...
not quite.
Well, he's getting plenty of opposition now. I find it hard to see where East are going to win with Lucas Murphy playing loose on the half-back line, Grubby.
Well, when you get this far behind, you actually have to kick goals, and he's the one that has to kick.
I reckon he's actually playing almost as a utility. He seems to be following the ball.
So Brent McLeod's just come off the ground. You might keep an eye on that, Grubby. I don't know whether he's copped an injury in one of those tackles, but to go in the air once again.
It's a definite injury to Brent McLeod. It's called leather poisoning, as he's had 8 touches this quarter.
So the ball goes towards the forward pocket. Forbes unable to take the mark again. He battles on. Mitchell picks it up, hooked around the body, picked up by Robertson. East Geelong, they're heading back into danger territory as Bowman goes across the face of goal.
Got a sore foot,
looking for Ryan on the fall. So it's half forward flank for Thomson in attack once again. Ball, Murphy it is, doing the ruck work, punches it against 25 metres. Bit of team discipline here.
Well, yeah, you compare the possessions. I think Ricky O'Toole's had 6 this quarter to McLeod's 8. McLeod's had 8 perfect possessions. Ricky's kicked a few anywhere.
So the ball from the ball in has come into the possession of East Geelong. Power immediately tackled. Dylan O'Toole gets it towards teammate. Tackle without the footy. No, said the umpire. White for Thomson. Over to Douglas. Douglas on the left foot, only as far as Bolton. Bolton got rid of it like a hot potato. Goes to Robertson. He goes goalwards. Long kick towards Ricky O'Toole, resting in the goal square. Can't take the mark, and offhands it's over the boundary line.
When they rest Ricky, they put him in the forward line. I don't know if he can do that for 4 quarters.
So the throw in now, deep in the attacking area for East Geelong. With that, the back of the pack, Stephen McLeod. Oh, Ricky O'Toole picked it up, smothered off the boot, had another go. Where's the ball this time? Missed to the right-hand side.
Thomson looking to bring the ball back in, holding it up, waiting for the opportunity. Does now. Goes out wide looking for Bowles. And I tell you, the ground.
They haven't missed much, these boys. I know I bring them every week, but they've done a pretty good job.
Ball comes to Douglas.
So's he.
Douglas 50 metres back, 50-metre line at the East Geelong end of the ground. He comes up and finds Mitchell on a strong lead on the outer side of the ground. Bowles comes upfield, gives a short lead to Mitchell, and then gets the ball himself, goes forward over the top. Thomson players underneath. Menzies, I think there might have been underneath that big pack of players as they all fall on it. The umpire's going to have to blow the whistle again.
Dead set, drag it in.
So Bolton, he will get the tap down for East Geelong. Comes off hand, squirts out to Mitchell. He'll get a chip kick forward looking for Forbes, but he's pushed under the ball. Ball comes out by Mawson it was. He brings it right across to the far side of the ground in front of the social rooms. Puts the East Geelong player under pressure as the ball comes down. Coy taken around the neck. And this time he's seen and given the free kick. I know what he's shaking his head about because the free kick went to him. Ball comes back to him now. So Coy with the ball. Drives long. Looking for Ricky O'Toole. He's outmarked by Atkinson, so the size is there.
I'm not sure if Ricky's up there. You got to kick the ball like that.
Yeah, it wasn't really for his benefit, was it? Comes out to White for the Thomson side. He gets the ball. Shaking one or two players as Atkinson comes to Bowles. Goes out wide to Douglas. Douglas gets... actually, it was Clark to Douglas. By gee, they look alike. He comes to Mitchell, who's on the true wing position. Drives long, looking for Robertson, but Forbes comes over the back, but Robertson can bring the ball to ground. Put under immediate pressure though, straight away. Comes off hands. Ball comes to Sponner. Chalice it was for East Geelong. Chalice gets the ball over the top to Murphy. Murphy comes
more of.
The ball comes back into Power. Drives the ball forward. Comes off hands. Fox was good enough there to get the ball and keep it out of the East Geelong attacking end. Ball comes off hands. Comes to Sean O'Neill. He's done some good solid work down there in the back line. Works it up to Clark. Clark holds the ball. Holds onto it, goes over the top. A little give. Thomson will get the ball away. Well intercepted by Bolton. Probably wasn't expecting it. Threw the hands up to protect the face. Drives forward, looking for Closter, but Closter can't take the mark. Sean O'Neill once again comes away with a footy. And Robertson for East Geelong intercepts. So it's been kick to kick for a couple of minutes here across the 50-metre arc at the East Geelong's attacking end. Robertson drives the ball long. There's not much tall timber back there. Closter over the top. Strong mark, Ricky O'Toole. Strong mark by Ricky O'Toole, and he should convert this. He's only about 10 to 15 metres out from goal. He's pretty much directly in front. Plays on straight away. What's he done there?
Smothered it off the back. The umpire's lining you up for a goal. It's time off. The umpire should have brought it back.
You're not criticising the umpire, are you?
I'm saying he was wrong then. When you're lining a bloke up, it's time off. You can't play on.
I don't disagree. The ball in the meantime has come to centre wing on the Godfrey Street side. Off the hands, plays 1-6. Thomson in control as the ball thrown in once again. Comes to ground. Player held without the footy. Picked up by Stephen McLeod. Tries to get a handball away. Numbers at the drop of the footy, and they're doing very well. Thomson as the ball... Well, it wasn't picked up. Robertson picks it up. He gets a handball out, but they're under pressure all the time. Chalice under pressure. They're pressuring the good players as the kick goes towards the centre of the ground. Great mark there for Thomson. Gone back into trouble, but they've got the poise to get it away as the goes out wide, looking for Tom O'Neill. He can't take the mark. Put it in.
Gee, he was a long way away.
Just outside the forward 54, East Geelong. Bolton gets a tap on that occasion. They're fighting one another, East Geelong, to try to get the footy now. Now Stacks on the mill as the umpire puts the ball in the air. Not a lot of players in the East Geelong forward half, actually. And the ball now at ground level was Bowman to O'Neill. O'Neill, the kick to the lead up forward, and that's great play from Clark. Lead up to the footy. O'Neill followed up, goes for the long kick now. There's not a lot of players back there for Thomson. Luke Forbes, one out against two. Hodgson comes in, makes a contest, and that was good work. So the ball is... We've been going 27 and a half minutes in the quarter.
I've got to go and get some pies before that Thomson president starts pumping up Mitch's tyres again.
Murphy came third man up once again, goes for the big punch. Players now almost in front of our broadcast position. Bowles, stupid free kick on that occasion.
And he knows it.
Grabbed his opponent by the arm. Handball quickly to Chalice. Now can East make something out of this? They can't take the mark at half forward. That time ball put down by Fox. Now the Thomson players at centre wing. Gee, they're ferocious at the player with the foot as the siren sounds for half time in our GDFL match of the day. And at half time, Thomson 9 goals 660 leading East Geelong 1 goal 6-12. Goal kickers.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football